So you see some of these lessons occasionally now that you are getting used to module 1, module 2, module 3. And then now what we are trying to do is now we're going to the real skills part, right? Because as you realize that module 1 and module 2 is about prompt engineering. Then module 3 was video. Module 4 coming up this week is going to be really exciting. We're going to do image. So actually it should be image first, then video. But good that you guys learn video first, right? Because now with image, you guys can enhance your video knowledge as well. But all the things that we've learned, ladies and gentlemen, we are just at the tip of the iceberg, right? AI skills has gotten so deep. Hopefully by the end of our time together, you guys can code a bit with AI. We're just at the tip of the iceberg. And that's the reason why we're having this class, right? We want to make sure that you guys get, the tip of the iceberg, you guys can dive deep. But I think what we've seen so far, I think you guys are really amazing. Your submissions are really good. And I just wanted to do two things before we start our special webinar today. We'll be creating a video today. I just give you a bit of a rundown about video generation because I thought that was a really exciting topic. First thing I want to tell you guys is how do you use the app that you guys have to access this class. So this video is recorded, right? So you guys can access this at any point of time. It's on your app. So let's say if you want to revise, you say, hey, that thing that Mr. Fadao said is quite cool, right? How do I do that? And you guys can recall it, access the app, okay? And later I'll show you about how you guys can access all these recordings and more, because in the next few weeks, we are going to be inviting more people to come in to do this kind of like master classes with you. It's going to be really exciting. So your learning is going to be enhanced, 2 times, 3 times. Also, we want to show you in the app itself, as we organize more master classes, some of these master classes might not happen like now, right? Like Mr. Murali is streaming me live to the class. Some master classes might happen maybe at 5 p.m. tomorrow, maybe 5 p.m. on Saturday. I don't want you guys to miss out. Just join in at any point of time, right? Ask questions. You don't have to wait for Mr. Murali to stream it. It can be on a weekend. You can also watch it recorded, So the next thing that I want you guys to know is that within the app that we've given you, not only do you guys have modules, we are now going to be organizing master classes for you that you guys can watch live and participate like now, right? Or you guys can watch on demand as well. So I want you guys to know that. And one of that first things I want to do is the first function, I want to invite our colleague Elise. Elias, can you show us how our students can access these master classes on the app?
Technical issues, I don't think we can have it live, but the VOD will be here. As you can see, there's LAPA Gucci, the AI coach, and alerts as well as live. The VOD, the video on demand, will be here as well. So just click on that and just click on today's session and then click join live session or play recording. So it will be the button here. And then you can actually have a look at this webinar again.
Yeah, so after this webinar is done, right, we are recording it, we are putting it here. So you guys can replay the webinar there. Put the screen up, please. Put the screen up, Don't let it go. Just want to show them again. Put the screen up. Okay, yeah, so just want you guys to know. Okay, go to the actual icons. Okay, so here is this icons, ladies and gentlemen. I want you all to know live, right? So if you click on live, right, today there's only one webinar happening, which is mine. Okay, in time to come, in the near future, next week onwards, there will be multiple webinars being organized. Some of them are by me, some of them are by invited guests on a variety of topics pertaining to what you guys are learning. You can access all them live or on demand. But we'll make sure that we tell you that these webinars are happening because we've emailed you and you can join in straight direct from the Zoom link that we've given you, right? Or you can watch it recorded via the app. So that's 2 ways by which you can do it. Also, the other thing that we've been doing is we've been sending alerts to you, right? So Elise, show us the alerts that we've sent for today's webinar. Yeah, so, there's so much alerts here. So some of the alerts you guys might have seen, some alerts you guys might have missed, but today's one, this alert has come up. So there are 2 ways by which we inform you. Number 1 is via email. Number 2 is via alerts, okay? So watch out for that. Okay, now, last thing before I get on to my lesson for today is this, right? It is, let us show our students the leaderboard, because at the end of week 3, right, we're actually going to be giving prizes out. Okay, and we've got 3 prizes up for grabs, which is a Grab voucher. What other voucher? I think it's a Tea Life voucher or Starbucks voucher. So we have got this. First place is a $25 Grab voucher. Second place is a $15 Grab vouchers as well. Then we got third to fifth place winners, right? Which is a 10 ringgit Starbucks voucher, or Tea Life voucher, or Zeus voucher. We haven't decided what yet. But let us know which one you prefer: Starbucks, Tea Life, or Zeus. Maybe Zeus. I don't know. Starbucks seems a bit more expensive. 10 ringgit maybe cannot get. So we are going to be awarding first prize, second prize, third, fourth, fifth, end of the week, right? So end of week 4, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get who's in the lead right now. Okay, look at the lead. Okay, so this is the leaderboard. You got Qian Wei. Qian Wei, are you here with us? Qian Wei, are you in this class or are you not in this class? So Qian Wei has got, wow, so many points. Qian Wei got 2,000 points. So if Qian Wei is in the lead, he's going to get the voucher. We are going to be giving you the voucher link, right?
Penang, bro. Penang. He's from
Penang.
Penang.
Oh, KL, come on, man. Alamak, takkan Penang want to win, right? KL, come on. Okay. Harithira is Harithira here? Harithira?
Oh, yeah, of course he's.
Oh, the champion, Mr. Morales class. Come on, push the points up. Victoria. Victoria has been in the lead for the past 2 weeks. Victoria, you've been awesome, right? I've been checking all her work. She's consistently done. I nampak. Very good. Victoria has been one of our best students. Well done, Victoria. You were in the lead past 2 weeks, right? But you know what happened? Let me tell you what happened. Of course, Wei Kang and all. How do you guys get points? How you guys get points? I want you guys to go a bit heavier here, right? Okay, first of all, let's go to quizzes. Okay, many of you guys might not know this, right? If you do any of these things, you get points. Check it out. If you answer a quiz, you get points. You post something on the event wall, you get points. So that's how, even though Victoria has been in the lead, her submissions has been the best, Victoria. You know what, the best, right? But the other 2 gentlemen has been increasing the leads because they found the hack. They found, actually, if I answer these kind of things, I get points. So, ladies and gentlemen, right, we've got one more day for you guys to chalk up as many points as possible. Do that, because after week 4, we are going to refresh the points and a new set of challenges is going to come up. It's not like we are still going to be awarding you guys prizes, but this week 4 finished already, then we're going to set a new fresh set of prizes for you guys. Okay, right? So I want you guys to know that. Check it out. Chase the points. Grab vouchers, Tea Life, Zeus, whatever it is, up for grabs, right? Have fun while learning. Okay, thank you so much, Elise, for showing us the functions. Now coming back to my short lesson right now. Okay, video generation, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I want to show you guys a video now, and I want you guys to make a guess. Here we go. I'm going to show you a video.
Hurry up, or they get more. Home stretch! Punch it! No breaking till the finish line. The speed ships are coming into the final stretch. In my homeland, we have a saying, if you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing. Ooh, I like it hot! The Golden Lance is making a move! The Golden Lance is coming in hot! Too hot! and the prize pool is yours.
Okay, you guys saw that video, all right? Okay, now it's a bit lagging, right? Apologize for that. I'm going to give you guys the link for that video. You guys can watch it yourself. Okay, now quick question now. So that's one of the best AI generated videos that is online right now. So in terms of cutting edge, that is fully AI. Can you imagine that? It's 100% AI. How much? Just make a guess, right? Put up your hands. Let us know your name. Mr. Murali can help me with the name. I put on manually. I can give you the points. How much do you think it cost in AI credits to produce that video? It's like about 2.5 minutes, right? Was really well done, right? What do you guys think about it? How much do you think it cost to produce that video? Put up your hand. Make a guess. Maybe I can get 3 guesses. The person with the closest guess gets points. Free, Ruben. Wow, Ruben, I remember you, Ruben. Ruben, my man, right? Yeah, because Ruben has been emailing me very, very well. Your last email was the best, Ruben. The previous email you put in the subject line, bro. Okay, yes, it's not free, it's paid. Let's talk about video generation. Second guess, anyone? How much do you think that cost? Sorry, what's that?
1,000.
1,000. Very good. What's your name, sir? Drake.
Jasper.
Jasper. Oh, Jasper. I remember Jasper as well. Right. I remember all of you guys for your assignments. Okay, 1,000. Jasper says 1,000. Ruben says free. Okay, Jasper is the closest so far. Let's have a third one. If Jasper is correct, he gets the points. If the third person guesses nearer to the actual figure, the third person gets the points. Anyone? Any guesses? How much did it cost? Okay, Ruben coming in for the win again, right? Ruben says 1,250. Okay, let me tell you guys the truth, right? Okay, the answer is $6,000, 6,000 US dollars, right? To produce that 2.5 minute clip cost the AI video creator 6,000 US dollars, right? So Ruben, you are higher than Jasper by $250, right? So Ruben gets the points, but Jasper also get points, right, for trying. So it's points galore. So Elise, remember, help me, Ruben and Jasper, let's award them points. Now, how long did it take? So that was a semi-professional team. A semi-professional team, which means these were a bunch of people, students like you guys, they dive deeper into AI. They are not super professionals. And it took them about 1 week in a team of about 5 with 6,000 worth of AI credits to produce that cinematic 2.5 minute shot, right? Now, what did they use? I'm going to show you guys what did they use. This platform, they use this platform, okay?
Hey, take note.
Okay. And I'm going to show you guys all the platforms out there and it's going to break it down. I'm going to do a live lesson today also as well. Okay, so here we go. This is the platform that they use. Okay. You guys see it? Right. Seed Dance. So this is the platform that they use, Seed Dance. They use Seed Dance credits. Okay. Okay, now. So let me break it down for you guys, right? The world of AI video generation, what is it like right now? What is a Chinese model? What is a Angmo American model, right? So this is the first thing you want to know. What models are out there? Okay, so Seed Dance is by a Chinese company called ByteDance, right? And ByteDance is, who can guess ByteDance? What is ByteDance famous for? Anyone? Put up your hand. What is ByteDance famous for? ByteDance is famous for something. Can anyone make a guess? Jasper, you want to say something?
Is it TikTok?
Yes, ByteDance is the owner of TikTok. Jasper, tata, get 2x points.
I get the
ByteDance
points.
is the parent of TikTok, right? So all your TikTok clips, right? It's it's produced by Byte. I mean, TikTok clips are not produced by ByteDance, but TikTok was produced by ByteDance. A very fun fact: ByteDance actually did not create TikTok, right? Actually, they bought an app called Musically. You guys are too young to remember it, right? They bought an app called Musically that allowed people to produce music videos by meshing your video with music. They bought that app and then they create a fantastic video generation algorithm and then it blew up. TikTok became, definitive. So ByteDance owns Seed Dance. right? So that's why you can see bike dance, seat dance. I don't know why they like this dance thing, right? Now, the thing about AI video gen right now is that, first of all, video generation takes up a lot of computing power. All right. Now, the data centers opening up in Malaysia, right? Malaysia is booming with data centers, right? There's a data center boom in Malaysia, specifically in Johor, right? Now, those data centers provide computing power, right? And most likely they are powered by NVIDIA, right? Depends on the kind of chips. That's why if you want to buy computers now, the price of RAM is very expensive. Now, videos require a lot of computing power, right? So these data centers are charging these video platform owners more money. Say, oh, you need more electricity to use this. You need more computing power to use this. As a result, as of today, almost all the video gen platforms are paid platforms. Just last year, a lot of them were free. Yeah, I know, right? Last year, a lot of them were free, right? If you remember, OpenAI had Sora, right? Gemini had Veo. Gemini still has Veo, right? The Chinese models were not there yet, but the American models, most of them were free, right? But because computing power is expensive now, right? And people like you guys are very savvy in creating high definition videos, they have made video generation a paid thing. So I just want you guys to know how to generate quality videos, right? It unfortunately for us, it has to be paid. So for example, so this is the kind of plans for seed dance. Okay. So they have a plan, then you see 10 million tokens, 13 million tokens, 7 million tokens, right? Something like the video that you saw at 2.5 minutes probably consume about 100 billion tokens. That's why they cost $6,000, right? Plus the voice and all this kind of stuff. Now, what else is out there, right? So I want to talk about Chinese models. Now, the Chinese models are the cheapest, and I dare say right now, the Chinese models are some of the best video generation models, better than the American models. In the world of AI, ladies and gentlemen, right now, you're seeing a competition between Chinese models versus American models. You're seeing a trade war, right? But not in the area of shipping. You're seeing a trade war in the area of software. It's interesting. Remember, this is really interesting, right? Here's another Chinese model for you guys, right? It's called Kling. Now, the Chinese models are definitely cheaper and more efficient and better performing at video than the American model. Here's another one called Click, right? Now you can see that they will give you free credits at free tiers, limited time free credits. So I highly suggest you guys take those kind of opportunities to get some credits to play around, okay? Right, so that's that. So Kling is another very popular video generation model. The other one is called OpenArt. So this is a different type of model, right? These are what we call aggregators, meaning to say there are platforms out there that says, okay, I become like pasar, I become like a market, right? I let the users choose what model do you want to use, Chinese model, American model, Google, you can choose. So you come to my platform, right? And then you choose what platforms you want to use, right? This is what we call aggregators, right? So one example is OpenArt. You can see OpenArt, all right? Again, same, right? They show you, okay, who do you want? There are options here. I won't go into, I got the login, right? Who do you know, which model do you want to use, right? So they got Google model, they got Kling, they got Seed Dance, but again, it's all paid, right? Because why? Computing power to create videos are getting expensive now, right? So that's why, even with the ones that you guys have done, HeyGen, right? You could only do it, but you can't export it out, right? So you could share it, and then if you put in too many words, they say, too many words. You know why? Because in the world of AI, when you put in words, it's considered tokens as well. Later, I'll show you guys what I mean by tokens. You guys have an understanding of video generation and also token usage, okay? So this is something that I wanted to show you guys, okay? So Chinese models. Today, I want to do a quick hands-on using not a Chinese model, because to be honest with you, the Chinese models are great, but they can be a bit confusing to use. You know why? First of all, they got a lot of functions, right? Edit, which is fantastic, which is lovely and great, right? Like for example, this function called lip sync, right? One of the problems of AI video generation is that when a person speaks, the voice and the mouth movement does not sync together. Automatically, you know, this one bluff one is a lousy video, right? It's like it's lagging. There was one of the huge problems with AI generated videos. For them to be able to make sure that your mouth and the voice is in sync, ladies and gentlemen, it was a huge video breakthrough. Can you imagine that? Just making sure that these two things happen. We think it's easy, right? Voice come out, mouth move. It was a huge AI video breakthrough, right? And it cost a lot of computing power because apparently it's hard, right? For you to make sure the mouth and the voice move together, right? So the Chinese models are great, but they can be a tad overwhelming for the advanced user. That's fantastic. For maybe someone who wants to explore, might be overwhelming. So today I want to show you guys another method by which you can create videos using Google video generator called VO. All right. Okay. So I'm going to switch my screen. But as I switch my screen, I also want to take the opportunity for you guys to ask questions. Let me know if there are any questions. Put up your hand. I'll answer them. Anything with regards to AI or video generation, etc., etc. Okay. So I'm going to switch to my video, right? To my Google. All right. I really tried. I tried just now. I was playing around with it, right? Uh, I'll show you. I will go through the steps, right? And then this technique, right? This technique is it's an evergreen technique, right? This technique that we are going to be experimenting together is a technique that allows us to create videos from images, right? Because from your first lesson, you know how to create videos from prompts, right? Prompts, this is a prompt, right? But there is increasingly a function that allows you to save on tokens and create video from images. So how do we do that? So it doesn't matter whether you use Gemini, VO, Chinese models like Seed Dance, the method is still the same, right? So I want to go through this simple method of generating images and then going into how images can be converted into a video. Okay? Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, so ignore what I've done. I want to show you guys Gemini. Okay, now we are probably used to Gemini, right? You guys have heard of Gemini. Gemini is from Google. Now, so when I say an American, so sometimes you hear these words. They say frontier models. If you start listening to people who are in AI, right, then you hear some of these people speak like expert. So I want to share with you the terminology so you guys know as well. They say frontier models, Frontier. What are frontier models? Frontier models are the first few AI generation models by Google, by Claude. Claude is done by Anthropic, by OpenAI, right? ChatGPT, right? These are what they call frontier models. That means these are the first few AI models that come out. And to be completely honest with you guys, the American models are still in the lead, right? They are still in the lead. Some people say they are very far away in the lead. Recently, China came up with something interesting. China said, hey, America, don't have to sell me your AI chips anymore. I don't want, right? Your NVIDIA data center chips, don't need to sell me. I don't want, I develop my own. China is saying, I will develop my own models. I don't want to be dependent on American models. Now, it's also good also as well because American models recently, right, there was this model called Claude, right? Fable 5. Let me show you guys what Fable 5 means. Fable 5. Claude Fable 5, right? This was a model by Anthropic, Claude. Claude is getting really popular, ladies and gentlemen, right? I use Claude a lot. Claude is not that good for videos. Claude is good for one major thing. Claude is really good for coding. So I do a lot of my coding on Claude, right? Videos, not so much. It's not really that good. That's why the video generative market is kind of dominated by China. The next best person that's really good at video is Google, right? There's a reason also as well. The companies are starting to focus less on video. The American companies, it's a big topic by itself. But here's an example. If you guys have not heard about it, redeploying Fable 5. Fable 5 is the name of the model. So you got names of model. You need to know this, right? ChatGPT 3.0. It's the name of the model, right? The name of the company is ChatGPT OpenAI, right? Now, Gemini 3.1, Gemini Flash. These are what we call name of models, right? Claude has got a model called Fable 5. This was the one that was so good that they could hack almost all cybersecurity systems in the world, according to them. Guess what the American government did, right? The American government on Friday, June the 12th, the US government applied export controls to their models. You know what the government did? The government in the US said, anyone who's not in US, who is not a US citizen, you cannot use my model. You cannot use this model. And literally, actually, I tried using this model. They asked me to put up my social security card, which is like my card lah, but for Americans, right? I said I don't have that, so I cannot use. So Americans are saying, hey, I'm going to restrict the access to some of my best models, you know? So it's coming to that kind of stuff because AI is getting really, really good, right? Latest news is today, they've already opened up Claude again to everyone, but they reduced some of the functions, okay? Now, today we're going to use Gemini. You guys can see this. Now, this is the name of a model. Flashlight, Flash, Pro. These are name of models. Of course, you know this. You know this. The higher the model, the more the tokens. The higher the model, the more the tokens. Now, I can create because I've got a Pro account, right? I've got a Pro account, so I could create. Gemini does not allow video creation if you do not have a paid account. Like all the other AI platforms out there, right? Except for HeyGen, you can do a talking head, right? You need to have a paid account. Sometimes you can play around with it, but very limited functionality. Now, before we dive into this video technique, I want to show you guys, I want to tell you guys a couple of things. Now, what do we mean by tokens, right? What is tokens? Now, there are two types of tokens, right? Input tokens and output tokens. Input tokens is this. Hi, can you tell me the weather in KL right now? Okay. Okay, so sorry, wrong spelling here. Now, 1, 2, hi, can you tell me the weather in KL? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, right? That is 11 tokens that I'm inputting to Gemini right now. So imagine, let's say you buy something, like you saw the previous screen where they said, oh, you buy a subscription, $10, you get 10 million tokens. Now, if you use these words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, if I'm not wrong, that is already 12 input tokens. So your 12 million minus 12, okay? So this is input tokens. So I just want you guys to know what they call tokenomics, right? So if I ask Gemini for an answer, okay, and Gemini is searching the web, okay, and Gemini is giving me all these answers, right? This is also tokens. This is what we call output tokens, right? So they're basically charging us for what we tell AI and what AI tells us. Input and output is considered tokens. So that's how they charge computing credits. You guys get it? Right? Now, of course, it gets a bit more complex when you talk about a video. So then they have like certain parameters. Oh, this video very complex. 5-second video, less tokens. 10-second video, more tokens, right? Etc. etc. So I just want you guys to know the basic of tokenomics. Okay, you got it? Okay, now we're gonna go into the technique that I want to teach you guys today, which is creating an image from creating an image and then creating a video from images. Okay, typically what we know is we create prompts through a video generation platform and then the video comes out. Can we use pictures to generate videos? Yes, and today I'm going to show you how to do it. And across the board, It doesn't matter whether you're using Gemini, Veo, OpenAI. Actually, their video quite lousy now. They took down Sora, right? It used to be a big thing, but they took it down. Whether you're using Chinese models, this particular is simple, it's easily accessible, but very scalable, can be applied across platforms. Are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Okay, so you see some of these things, right? Okay, I want to show you a couple of things as well, right? So just now before our class, I tried to do a video on Leo Messi. You can see, guys, so you can see my screen, Leo Messi and stuff like that, right? And then when I asked Gemini to say create the video for me, so my idea is Messi, yeah. I mean, because it's World Cup, right? He tear open his face. Then behind Messi is another famous footballer called Diego Maradona. How many of you guys know who Diego Maradona is? Put up hand. Diego Maradona. Yeah. Do you think he's better than Messi? Yeah. Maradona is a legend by himself. So I wanted to make that kind of video, right? And look at what Google said. Google said, "Oh, sorry, I can't make that type of video. Can I help you with something else?" I even asked Gemini, "Why can't you make that video?" I was a bit frustrated. It was quite silly on me. Again, when I do this, I'm wasting my tokens, yeah, right? Because this is tokens, right? And then the guy is answering me, and he's wasting my tokens as well, right? So again, if you want to conserve your tokens, be careful about what you ask AI. Any guesses why they can't make that kind of video? Anyone put up your hands and answer? Why can't they make a messy video for me? Yeah, put up an answer. I give you points. Why can't they make a messy video? Yes, Javier.
It's famous figure, so it might be offensive.
Yeah. So this is what we call, right? I'm going to use it. It's called guardrails. Guardrails. Here's another word as well. Guardrails. Again, I'm going to put it here. Now, every AI model has got guardrails, meaning to say, right? They will train the AI model and they'll tell the AI model, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. And let me tell you guys, 1 year ago, I could actually put Messi. I could actually put Star Wars. I can even put a Disney character. Now, because all these companies are saying, hey, that is my intellectual property, you know, Messi's face is worth a lot of money, right? It's really worth a lot of money, right? Imagine if I've got a small company in Malaysia, then I put Messi's face, I put my brand on Messi's shirt, then I go around. First of all, I kena sue lah. I will get sued, right? Because I didn't pay Messi to do that, right? Secondly, I can argue and say, actually, it's not Messi, what? It's a person that looks like Messi. A lot of people look like Messi, what? Right? Right? You see the hair color different. Where got Messi this kind of hair, right? So people make that kind of argument, right? So now the AI models are saying, I want to have guardrails, right? So Jasper is correct, right? Anyone who's famous, you use an intellectual property that you do not own, they will sell, oh, I'm sorry, I cannot help you with that, right? So when I ask you why you can't make the video, they give me all kind of funny reason. AI is like that, all kind of funny reason. One of them is say safety guidelines. Prompt includes sensitive, violent, or restricted content. Okay, now no matter. Okay, now, so let's start by creating our image. Okay, now, first of all, the first thing about about creating good videos, and I had this conversation with my friends who are directors, and I hope to get some of them on board to do lessons for you guys, right? Or at least we can interview them, right? Some of directors who have developed not videos, not movies and all, but TV commercials, right? So they say nothing beats a storyline. You know, if you want to do a good video, yeah, you can have good lighting, you can have good this, but you see some videos with really not so good graphics, but they are really entertaining because of the storyline, right? So first thing you all need to know is you guys must have a good storyline, right? Actually, and that is human creativity, right? That's human creativity, and that's why in the world of AI, human creativity is so important, right? You can create the best videos, but if you don't have an idea about a good storyline, the video won't be really that attractive, right? So come up with a good storyline. So in today's demo, I'm going to generate 3 images, right? Based on a storyline, right? This 3 image describes a scene, okay? Describes a scene. And then I'm going to use these 3 images. I'm going to link them up together, and they're going to create one fluid video, maybe 10 seconds, maybe 12 seconds. Let's see. All right, you guys got it? Okay, let me show you what I mean, and then let's co-create together in the class. Let me show you what you mean. Okay, so here we go. First of all, this was what I just did a couple of minutes ago before our class. So I said, okay, I said front end shot of someone that looks like Messi steering some kind of ship that looks like an armada. He's standing alone in a huge cockpit room. Now, first things first, I'm sure you guys would have realized by now, right? Quality of your prompt is really important. Quality of your prompt is really important, right? The more descriptive your prompt, the more the AI model realizes what he needs to create. So I use words like front end shot because I have a visual in mind. I want the person to be captured in front. If I want to see behind, put back end shot. If I want to see side shot, so use those kind of terms. Imagine that you are really describing, a particular scene with AI. Now, with that said, here's a core skill that will never run out of trend. English. That's what Mr. Murali is really good at, right? I think you guys are learning business communication. In order for you to be good at AI, you need to be good at English because you need to create it. Some people say now you do meta prompting. What is meta prompting? I ask AI for the prompt. It's true, you can do that, and you should. But the core of the idea still comes from you. You still need to describe the first few sentences well in order for AI to take over. So yeah, communication in English is fundamental. All right. I'll even tell you why typing is not. I do this without typing now. Later I'll tell you why. Okay. So this is what I did. So they gave me something like this. Of course, I can change it. And this is what you guys will be learning this week, right? And then my second one is a close-up shot, okay, of Messi torso and his face. Yeah, I got to be descriptive. I want to see the torso and I want to see his face, right? And I say the shot is a bit toward the side. His answer again descriptive. So then they give me this picture, and then I gave another third picture. Okay, Messi removing his face to reveal that under that is actually a person from image 2, which is Diego Maradona, right? Holding up a finger. Again, very descriptive. Okay. Now, after they generated the 3 pictures for me, right, what I then do is I go to Gemini. Same, I open a second video, and later we'll go through this together so you guys know what to click. I embed these 3 images together, right? And then I tell them use these 3 images to combine these 3 to create this scene. So they are using your images, right? So what you do is you fine-tune your image. And then they will use the images, right, to create a scene that you are describing. And in this scene, I say, oh, Messi is steering the ship. He walks slowly towards the camera. He puts his hand on his face. He's about to take it off, You are actually animating the images. So some people are really strong in image generation, right? Or you have an image in mind, or you saw an image somewhere. Say, I want to use this image as the anchor because we are all visual thinkers, right? Rather than just words. So this technique allows you to piece videos up together. Unfortunately, they don't allow me to use Messi. So I said, never mind lah. If I cannot use Messi, I use someone else. So I said, okay, front end shot of someone that looks like a serious ship captain. I say he looks like an Asian boss. So same kind, I change it. Instead of Messi, I change it to someone else, all right? They say, okay, if I rip off face, maybe AI say, oh, rip off face is violent. So I said, okay, closer up shot of the captain torso and his face. The shot is a bit towards the side. Same words. His hands are on his uniform, about to rip the uniform apart, right? So that's why I said, so AI created this. And then the third shot is I say, oh, look at that, right? The captain ripped the shirt, and then below the shirt is Help University, right? So these are images, right? 3 images. So what I then do is I combine these 3 images here, 1, 2, 3, and then I describe to the video generator, okay, you see these 3 images, this is the flow. The captain is steering the ship, he walks slowly towards the camera, he put his hands on his uniform, and he's rip it apart, and I said when he rips it apart, he smiles as though he's very happy like Superman, okay? Now, very simple prompts. They said the video is ready. Let's see my video. Let's see it. Okay, there is It was a bit scary, lah. You couldn't hear. Can you hear the laughter? Could you hear the sound? Because this guy actually laughed. It was quite a scary laugh. Now, that was done in less than 5 minutes, right? Very unrefined. Um, many changes you can make. You can see not very smooth also as well. But in 5 minutes, you could use images that you can generate, piece them up together to make a 10-second video. This is unprecedented, right? Because sometimes typing can be hard. So you are ideating through images. You guys got it? Okay, now let's do this together. Again, the caveat here, ladies and gentlemen, is must be on a paid plan or on a free trial. Gemini does not have a free trial. They canceled it out, right? There was a free trial just 3 months, 2 months ago, right? Where you can have a free trial for 1 month, if I'm not wrong, right? And then you subscribe. They even canceled that out. And I'll give you a bit of background why AI companies are like that now. Okay. Now, so here it is. Let's try this on. Okay, let's try this out. Okay. So this is where I want to co-create together with you guys. I want you guys to maybe take 1 minute. Think of a scene. Can anyone think of a scene for me? What would you like to create? Okay, let's have some parameters. Let's say, okay, this scene requires someone to, there are 3 things that he has to do. Maybe in this scene, the person, you see the person. In the second scene, the person changes to something else. The third scene is the person change into that something else which is unexpected. So this is our storyline, right? Our storyline is like that. A person, you see the person. Second is he's changing into something unexpected. The third one is he has already changed into something so unexpected. So this is our storyline. So how are we going to create this storyline? We create 3 images to describe, right, this storyline. Can anyone give me a character? Just give me a character. Who shall we play around with? Every story needs to have a character. So what character do we start with? Anyone? Put up your hand and then suggest, and then I'll write it down. Your friends also can, huh? Of course, we're not going to turn any of your friends into like a monkey, or we make it very nice lah. And for example, Jasper can be turned into a bodybuilder, right? It can like on I'm just joking. Okay, give me a character. So part of video generation and image generation as well comes with identifying a character. Who do you want to play around with? Any suggestions about who a character is?
Banana. Bro, you heard that?
No, I did.
Banana.
Banana. Okay, very good. Fantastic. Okay.
Minion.
So let's ideate before we go into writing the image. Very important, like writing a very good essay, you need to have a plan first. So let's ideate within the team, right? Within the class. Okay, what's going to happen to this banana? What's going to happen to this banana?
It needs a strawberry.
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's good. Okay, I'm going to share my note taker, and I'm gonna show you. Actually, it all starts with canvassing. Okay, number 1. Jasper say, okay, so story character is a banana, right? Okay. Okay, any suggestions about how this banana looks like? Point form also okay.
It has a very happy face and skinny arms and legs.
Happy banana, okay. Yeah, tiny arms and legs, if I can get it, tiny arms and legs. Okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna add, okay, at this part of ideation, you just pump in everything that you want, right? So this is the first part of, this is not even AI, this is like in storyboarding, right? Which I'm sure you guys might have heard of or already learned, right? Looks cute, okay? So this is one storyboard, okay? The second storyboard, okay, what happens to the banana? Okay, what is the banana doing? Is he standing? Is he driving?
It's walking in a park.
Is what, Jasper?
It's walking around a park.
Okay, banana is walking around in, let's give it some context. Taman Sara. Okay. So let's see whether AI captures that. I think the AI models are smart enough. Okay, image number 2, storyboard number 2. Okay. So first of all, you see the story, the banana. Second is the banana is changing. So what happens now?
takes off its cue.
What was that?
It takes off its
Yeah,
banana.
are you getting weird on me, Jasper?
No, I don't know. What kind of banana? It turns
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so the banana turns brown. And then we want to say, okay, banana turns brown. And then it changes color, of course, right? And it has a frown and worried face, right? Okay. And then the third image is final storyboard. Final storyboard is banana turns into a strawberry, is it?
Meets.
Yeah, sure.
Sure? Okay, right. The strawberry, okay? Let's say happy strawberry wearing a help uni t-shirt. Okay, so not t-shirt, t-shirt, right? Okay, let's see, right? So we've got the essence of what we want to produce. Now let's create the images. Now, if we were to do a video prompt, that's a lot of words, right? And number one, we want to get artistic direction right. So that's why you do image to video. Image to video allows you to get the artistic direction right for the first image. Say, hey, this banana don't look like it's happy. Make the banana look happier. The problem about text to video direct is, oh, you have got no control about the video once the text has been inputted. Now with image to video, you can you can still fine tune the image, right? So you have more control. So that's the reason why some people like image to video. So I'm going to copy this, right? And I'm going to go into our VO and let's see the results that it's going to create, okay? Here we go. So again, they've gotten advanced in VO. There are many different types of genres, right, that you can use now. Again, so a lot of the video generation platforms have got this kind of genres now, which is cool, right? Last time, when I say last time, it doesn't mean like years ago. Just 6 months ago, you have to describe, like for example, you want an old cartoon aesthetic, you want to have a cinematic aesthetic, you need to describe, right? Now you don't have to describe, you can just put like cinematic, and then they tell you, okay, your images will look like this. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so first image is this. Okay, a banana, a happy banana, with tiny arm, looks like walking around in the banana. Okay, let's try. Let's see. Different models I can use. Let's go with Flash, right, which is the model that is typically used when you want to create images. Okay, so on. Okay, very simple prompts, right? Oh, okay. Wah, kedai makan. I don't know whether this is Damansara. Okay, so let's say we're happy with it. Okay, now if you're not happy with it, so this is the advantage of using images, right? Because again, your video, right? Your video uh, is based on the image that you generated, right? So for example, you said, hey, this banana I don't really like, so to make the banana look or make the scene, make it a night scene.
Bro, sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Some of them have class at 12, bro. They have
Oh, okay. Okay, I tell you what. Okay, let's do a quick one. Okay. Okay, so done this banana. Okay, give me 5 minutes. We can generate this in 5 minutes, as I said, right? Okay, let's do this. Okay, then next one is exactly. Okay, the banana turns brown, change color as brown and a worried face. Okay. Okay, then let's see. Yeah. So you guys will realize in module number two, okay, wow, look at that. Wow, I don't know why they eat rambutan. Oh, I never asked, right? This AI, extra, Say banana turns to a strawberry, happy strawberry wearing a help uni t-shirt. Okay, let's see that. Okay. So we got 3 images here. Now, as it's creating image number 3 again, our job is to make sure that these images are something that we want, right? So I'll download this image to my file. Like this, I'm downloading the image. Okay. Let's see if that's okay. Oh, I see banana number 3. So turn to strawberry. Okay, so I'm downloading image number 1. So let me put here number 1. Okay. Because we are short of time, if not, you guys, what we do is you want to make sure that, okay, these images are the kind of images I really want. If it's not the type of images that we want, to make sure that we have the video aesthetic that we are looking for, then we ask Vio many times over, okay, to change the image according to the changes that we want to make. Okay, so I'm saving this number 2. Okay, and last one. Oh, look at that! It's even got Help University logo. Ooh. So AI is very smart. Okay, I'm downloading this. Okay, we've got 3 more minutes, so true to my word, let's see whether we can video gen this. The downloading is the one that takes time sometimes, right? Okay, then we go to, I'm calling it number 3. Okay, very good. Okay, now let's create a video. I'm going to create a new tab. Okay, create video. Okay, I'm going to put in all my uploads. Okay, 2 minutes. Number 1. Okay, you guys might be asking me, why am I doing this one by one? Okay, one by one, number 1 is faster than all 3. And also, I do want to make sure that they know what's my order, because sometimes these AI platforms, they screw the order up. So I want to make sure that, okay, I know, okay. Okay, so I got number 1, number 2, number 3, right? Okay. So then I will say, create a scene video where the banana goes from walking happily to becoming discolored and changing to a happy strawberry. Okay, let's see that. Okay. See, make sure that I got this on video. Okay, 1 more minute. Let's see. Okay, our masterpiece. Now, this is where it takes a bit more time. And it takes longer if many people are doing it. Again, millions of people are doing it, but because of IP and because of your IP address, right? Like when you guys are all doing your lessons together, your IP address are all focused on one. They have an ability to make sure that, oh, it becomes slower because the IP address is not jammed up. So sometimes when you guys are doing your lessons together and creating, you can see a bit of slowness. Even now, when I'm not sharing the same IP as you, it's a bit slow. Not super fast, because video generation takes a lot of computing power on your end. I know it's 12 o'clock. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it, right? In my experience, it will take about a minute, even though it says takes a few minutes. Please don't leave this class before we see our masterpiece, and then we're going to end this class. Okay, you're going to be late, slightly late for your next class. This is so exciting. I want to see whether our video, our banana video, really becomes a strawberry video or not. While it's being generated, and stay with me, we've got 1 more minute, right? If you have any questions, please let me know. Anyone got anything want to ask as we are waiting for our video? Come on, Gemini, hurry up, can or not? These kids are going for their class. Come on. Sometimes I get fed up with AI, school AI, you know, there are a couple of prompts they say. I say, AI, don't make mistake. Yeah, I put question mark, exclamation mark, and all in capital letters. Sometimes I say, AI, my boss is watching, don't make mistake. And yeah, apparently it does help with results, but it's wasting tokens on my side, right? So AI, hurry up, come on. Okay. The other thing, right, since we are waiting for the video to be generated, and okay, if it doesn't load by 12:03, I'm just gonna send you guys the video on your app, right? If it does, then we're gonna watch the video. The other thing is, I said I'm not using text as much now. I'm using voice to text. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, right. Video's ready. Why I give mangosteen all? Okay, are you ready? Let's see this. Okay, wait. Do you guys hear sound?
No, no.
Okay, never mind. Let's watch the video nonetheless. Okay, so that's our masterpiece. A couple of mistakes that he made. It's not Help University t-shirt. I don't know what t-shirt he's using, right? And a couple of stuff, right? But he within 5 minutes, and there's sound effects, which you can change. Might be another video. We've managed to create a video of a banana changing into a strawberry in less than 5 minutes using image and video generation. Another thing is this particular method doesn't use a lot of tokens, right? So this method allows you to be efficient with tokens, allow you to be more accurate in your video generation because you control the vibe of the pictures and the video will follow the vibe of your picture. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our extended webinar on video generation using AI. I hope you guys have found this beneficial. Yeah, so that's that. I don't think we've got time for questions. I'll see you guys for lesson number 4, which is on image generation, right? We got a couple of very fun challenges for lesson number 4. And also, don't forget, get the prizes, Victoria. You've been one of the top. I want you to get the number 1, right? Go and win these boys. Answer the quizzes, post up pictures of your class. Every action gets points. And end of Friday, we'll be awarding the top 5 students for participation. First prize grab, second, third, fourth, fifth is Zeus, T-Life, etc. vouchers. Okay? All right, and that's all for the class. Have a fantastic day today, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.